This is the Iron Trader. Now the pit's closed here at 2:30. That was about 25 minutes ago. So as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. We have a new subscriber in the room. He has 67 fastback. So in your honor, I posted the old Eleanor for you right here. I'm a car guy, a Harley guy, off-road vehicles, boats, you name it. I just love it. So here is for you. Okay, at the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, buy the ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil daily and your weekly chart. Now, I was always pointing out this candle here, 77.96. Now, today's low got just a hair below that at 77.91. Okay, so what we still have here now is you got a series of lower highs and lower lows here. Not by much, but it doesn't really matter, okay? So what we want to watch here, right now you're sitting at 77.68. So a key support level here is going to be this 78.30. That's going to be very, very key. Right below that here, we have this 100-day at 78.03. And then obviously we want to look to today's low at 77.91, okay? Now, if that is lost, then what we'll do, we'll just look right here to the left of the chart. This is what we're looking for. You're looking at 77.57, 77.34, and 76.79. That's going to be your next support levels in line. Then we can come down here. You got 76.32, and we have 75.84. And then what we're really looking for here, the big target is going to be 75.24. That is your 200-day on your weekly chart. But you can see how strong a support if it got all the way down there. See what we had here. See what we had here. Now, these are all weeks. Okay, they're not days. These are all weeks. So this is a long period of time. And even though you came down below, it doesn't really matter because where'd you close for the week? You closed all up. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get there, but I always like to point out there's a very, very good possibility. Now, on the upside, your key level here is going to be this 50-day. You can see where we went into it today at 78.96. Crude's high today was 79.09, but then it pulled right on back here. Okay, so we got to see how that's all going to shake out. Now, on the upside, if you can get above that 50 SMA here, obviously we just want to look to today's high. That's 79.09, and then yesterday's high, 79.63, and then we'll come over to the indecision candle here, 79.90, and then 80.41. Now, if you look at top of the candle, you look at 79.09. Why did it stop there? Well, what you do is just look at the high, the low, and you always want to look at the close. See, the closing number on this is 79.06. All that numbers are right up there for you. Okay, so that's 79.06. That's where it closed. So we got 3 cents higher. That's basically right into your resistant level. So always look to the left of your chart. That's going to be your resistance, support, resistance. And then all these key levels, this is your 8. I use simple moving average. There's your 8 is the blue, 21 is the gold, 50-day is the green. Purple is the 100-day, and then 200-day is that red. And then I have price channels on here. All price channels is basically just the top of what the candles would be, okay? So there's your price channel. Your top of your candle is 83.12, and it just brought the 83.12 right on over here, okay? So you can see where this 87.63, and then you have a little stair step up here to your 87.67. I really like the price channels because it's very, very easy to see then. When you're trading, you say, oh, I don't have to look at here. Well, what is he talking about going down here to this candle? All you do is take that price channel across and it comes right to that candle. Take this price channel across, comes right to that channel. Right there, that price channel, and it comes right to that candle, okay? So it makes it easy. Those are basically your support levels then. It's just so much easier to trade it when you have those on. Now, your RSI is trying to get off the schneid here a little bit. We've got to see how that's all going to shake out. And then we have your MACD. Your green is below your red, which just shows that there's momentum, but is obviously to the downside, okay? The key two levels here are going to be your 21-day, 78.30, and on the downside, and your 78.96 there on the upside. If you can pop up here, there's a lot of resistance, and see how this 8 SMA now is curling over. That's never a good look. This is what happens when it curls over. Then your price just keeps on going into it, and it can't get above. Until you can get above, other than that, it just wants to stay bearish. Okay, so right now we have a bearish pattern here. I pointed out here that we had your head, you had your left shoulder, and then we had your right shoulder. Okay, nice head and shoulders pattern came right down here. But again, if we can hold this key 100 SMA here and your 21 SMA here, maybe we can get a little juice. But again, we can follow the candles, but your big target here is 80.14. Now, when those futures open up here tonight at 6 o'clock, always keep your eye on that, because what it is this 8 simple moving average will be moving lower. And if it crosses that 200-day here, that's going to be a real bear trying to get above. Okay, here's a perfect example. It went above, but where did it close? Okay, shot above, where did it close? See, close below, big ass red candle, close below, couldn't get through it. See how strong that 8 simple moving average is. Okay, so then what you get is, if this comes on down and it rallies on up to it, this is what you'll get, is these topping tails, and these are like brick walls then trying to get that price through. So just remember that right now crude is in a bearish trend, and what you want to do is trade it. Okay, that's the key. Just trade it. Don't go there and say, hey, I can do this, I can do that here. This is going long, this is going there. No. Not until the charts tell you where exactly what you want. Remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want. Okay, if you trade what you want or what you think, you're not going to make any money. It's just that simple. Okay, if you trade what's in front of you, you will make money every day. It's just guaranteed. Okay, now we had a nice series of a low, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Now this is starting to break down here pretty good. So again, it wouldn't surprise me if that price went all the way down here to the 75.24. Again, that'd probably be a good buying opportunity. But the seasonality is in play. But now you can see where natural gas went up and crude comes down, kind of situation. They're not in sync at all here. Okay, so what we need here really to make this here to rip back up here is you need a reversal candle like what we have here. Okay, like we had there. Okay, all the way through. See these reversal candles? So what you had is you had this selling of lower highs and lower lows, and then we had this candle where everybody thought, oh, it's going to come right down, and then you get that short squeeze. Okay, so every rally, big time rally, is going to start with a short squeeze, and then what is it going to do? They're going to be buying, and then it's going to come right on up here. We don't have that yet. We just have a series of lower highs and lower lows, so which tells me the selling is just not done. Okay, in the crude. Okay, so only way this will be done is if you can crack back above that 200-day, that 8-day, and reverse this pattern and go on up here. But until that happens, you are sideways to down in the crude market. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, now natural gas has been a very, very good trade, and today was really spectacular. So I'm hoping everybody made some money out there, because it was a really good trade. Now UNG, it rallied all the way up to 1653. That was a really, really nice trade. Okay, but now look what we have here. Okay, so what we have now is almost like a topping tail situation. So now you got to be just a little bit careful of what's going to go. And I'm not saying it can't go above that, but what you want to watch here is when those futures open, just watch the high, which was 2.262, and then that low at 2.13. That's going to be very, very key. Let's just look at the downside here first. Okay, you're sitting at 2.19. So the next level we're going to be going to here is 2.16. And then what your next support level is going to be 2.09. Very, very key. If that's lost, then we want to look here at that 2.05 level, and then we want to come here at 2.01, and then we have your 8-day at 1.98. Right below that, we have your 21-day at 1.85, and then we have your 50-day at 1.80. But this 8-day here is looking very good. As long as it holds, then it's in very, very good shape here. Okay, I'm not crazy about that candle that we have there that we finished. Yeah, see, this is why Friday I left a long on there. I left UNG with 3,000 shares long, because see how you closed right at the top and above that top of that 2.09 candle. That's why you leave the trade long. I usually don't like taking natural gas overnight, but you knew that it was going to pop up when you get that nice big box candle and you close and you're above the breakout. That was key. This here we got to see. So when those futures open, just watch that high and that low and that closing number. That's going to be very, very key. So that's going to be the downside. Watch the top of that candle. Watch today's low. That's that 2.13, and then you can just ratchet all the way down to come down to your 8 SMA. Now, even if this falls down to your 8 SMA, that might be a nice buying opportunity here to take it higher. We have to see. Okay, so you went to 2.26. You say, well, how the hell did I get 2.26? Well, just look to the left of your chart. Okay. So all you got to do is look at the bottom here. Okay, so you had 2.23. So okay, went above that. Well, then you just go to the next one. Okay, so the low is 2.27. Well, it never made it there. It came close. It doesn't, these support levels here. Okay, so this made the high again was 2.62. And this is your resistance right there at 2.27. It doesn't have to get exactly right there, but that is your resistance. And then the next level is you're going to go to is going to be this. Look at the low at 2.29. Okay, and then you just come right over to the candles, 2.31, 2.32, and then what we're looking for here, this is that 2.38 level. You can see how nice that held there, and then here's your gap fill at 2.42. Okay, so went right into resistance. Not crazy about this candle, so I got to wait and see here how this is all going to shake out here when those futures are open. So right now I am flat. I have no position. I sold right at UNG. I didn't get the top. This top was 1653, but I did get 1645, and I'm going to show you exactly why I sold that on the 5-minute chart here. Okay, now your RSI here, you still have room on the upside. Your green here, this is still very, very good here. But again, this is just a green candle also. So you always have to watch that. Now, again, if it can pop up, close up, go above that candle, well, then I'll jump right back in here, take a long here, and try to get into this resistant level here or this, or even up into that 200A. But, what I do is I like cash in my pocket every day, holding something here that can, go down or this kind of stuff like this. And I like taking my profits. Okay, let's take a look here at a 5-minute chart. Okay, here we have a 5-minute chart. Now, this is why I told you why I sold right into it, okay? What do we have here? Okay, you had a nice green candle, and then what do we have here? Okay, the candle got as high as 2.261. We went up to 2.262, but notice that red topping candle, okay? And then what happened? You went underneath this 8 SMA here. That tells me I got to sell. I got to get the hell out of that trade. Okay, it's just that simple, because look how nice this was riding up the 8-day, okay, all the way up. Now, then when it lost it, came down to that 21-day, and she was riding up very nice. But when you lose that 8 SMA, this is what happens, okay? I can't stress enough how strong that 8 SMA is. See how it is? This is what happens. And then she fell all the way down. So why go there and lose that extra 45 cents, on the trade, when I can just put that in my pocket? I can buy this up again, okay? Very, very easily. But what I don't like is the 8-day roll down looks like it's rolling back up here, but your 21-day now is coming on down, and that's going to provide resistance. Same way with your 100-day here, and then all of a sudden with your 200-day. So this is why right there, when you see a green candle, you say, okay, that's fine, but you just watch this, and then you see a red candle here, okay, that's like a tweezer top is what they call that, okay? Okay, but you got to go fast because this is a 5-minute chart, okay? So normally I can trade a tick chart and a 1-minute chart, but this one here seems to be working very, very good here on the 5 minutes. See, she had that tweezer top. That tells me already signaling I got to get out of this trade here. And then once we get underneath that 8 SMA, that tells me get out of that trade here. Okay. Now I didn't take no short. You could have taken a short on the KOLD here, but I just figured, no, I'm not going to take a short because I made a pretty good chunk of change there on the long side, and just let us see what's going to happen now. Now we're just hanging right around that 8 SMA here, so we've got to see if it can ratchet up here or what it actually is going to do here now, okay? So this is why I always look at the 8 SMA chart, and I say when a price goes below that 50, that 8 SMA here, either sell, short, or do something, because this is what happens, and it happens real quick. Okay, let's look at a weekly and a monthly. Okay, your weekly chart here is still looking very, very good. Your 8 SMA here rolling up very nice. Your green is above your red, shows momentum to the upside. RSI, plenty of room to run. Okay, shows like you got good strength there. Now, the key is going to be right there. Just 21 SMA, you're sitting at 2.096. You need to hold that for the week. If that's lost, then we can come here to the top of that candle. That's that 2.0. We have 2.91, and then we have this 1.87. Okay, that's your 8 SMA. Now, again, if that 8 SMA can roll up above that 21-day, well, then we can push that price right on up here. But we got to see how this is all going to shake out. A lot of times you just get them. It's been having these like 3 candles in a row. Okay, so we had the green. That was green until you hit that 8-day. Then she fell right off. Here, didn't see we had the 3 greens again. Now we got 3 greens. So is that going to come down? Is that going to go up there? We got to see how this all going to shake out. So you want to watch those futures. Very, very key. Now again, if it keeps rallying up here, it's sitting at 2.20. What you want to do on the upside, besides on the daily chart, looking at those candlesticks, this is going to be a big upside target here. This is going to be that 2.35 because you can see how strong that it is. It went right up in here. Same way over here, you couldn't get back above. Look at the topping tail. See, it went right up in there for the month, but then what did it do? It closed below that 8 SMA here. So this is going to be strong resistance here at that 2.35. So put that on your back burner. If this does run up here, keep this back burner here, this 2.35 there on your charts. Okay, that's what I got for you. A little crude natural gas. I'll be back here tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock, and we'll do it again. Thanks for watching.